far as 2027 is concerned, of course, there's no more news that there is alignment and realignment of old friends, old foes coming together, same interest, with particular purpose. And for the opposition parties, for them, they have said it's about reclaiming back Nigeria. And that means that the current president, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, according to them, must leave. He can't be allowed to continue. For what they have said is the way he has steered the direction of the nation. So for the PDP, they are planning to unseat him. For the ADC, they are talking very loudly and putting plans in place, in fact, to remove the president as well, of course, by legal means in 2027 through the polls. But then they must have, a reason to do that. Our candidate, suitable one, that can, give President Bola Ahmed Tinubu a run for his money. And in doing that journey, many names have been thrown up right now. Mr. Peter Obi of the Labour Party is there, aligning with the ADC. And of course, Rotimi Amici, his name has been mentioned. Many persons as well, Atiku Abubakar. And here we are as well. But then another name that has been thrown into the fray for the past few weeks now is that of Goodluck Ebele Jonathan, former president, former vice president, former governor, and former president of Nigeria. Although the man himself has not spoken, but many things are being said about the man. We understand there are consultations going on in the camp of Goodluck Jonathan on what to do and how to do it, but then he hasn't spoken. But many persons, close allies, politicians have been speaking on the matter. Maybe he should run. And the calculation is because the man has been president before, so statutorily, he has only one more term if Nigerians, if his party will present him, and if Nigerians will vote for him to be president. So for many calculators, their political calculations rather, they are feeling it is to be trusted. The North and South dichotomy, the power play, 8 years in the South, 8 years in the North. So if it will not be Asiwaju, if it will not be him, if Nigerian decides so, then let them field somebody that had only one time. Because Mr. Peter Obi has said, I will only do one time as well. If he's fielded and if Nigerians will vote for him, and he says one term is okay. But many persons are saying politicians, they can't be trusted because he has the constitutional backing. The tone may change, the conversation may change. If he decides not to keep that promise, that doesn't have a legal backing. So who will do this? Now, interestingly, another dimension has been thrown into the fray, and that is people of the opposition camp and somebody in the camp as well. That's current Minister Festus Keyamo spoke, earlier, a few days ago, to say he's offering an advice to his southern brother, Goodluck Jonathan. Please, there are, legal landmines on the, in this political floor. Watch it, because as the issue of somebody that has been sworn in 2 times, not been eligible to be sworn in again, there is that part. Some are saying there is a Bayelsa High Court order that has laid that to rest. Another one is human rights lawyer Chidi Odinkalu, who is doing the same vehicle, and here we are. Well, now, many persons are talking about the matter. A family member of Goodluck Jonathan is saying, we don't need it. If Goodluck Jonathan needs your advice, he knows exactly where to go, and he has people that will legally be advising him. He can do that all by himself. And so, what is your own in all of this matter? So we will look into that in the course of the program today. Another issue is the issue of Minister Wike saying that, bringing back Peter Obi or even, Goodluck Jonathan might affect the PDP as well. We'll look at all of these. But we start with the first leg where Mr. Wike said, bringing Peter Obi would destroy the PDP. I said, what is he looking for? Somebody that has called the party wrong names in the past. So how eligible is he going back to his vomit and all of those things? The possibility of a Peter will be returning to the PDP. Yet, Wike is of the PDP, but he's working currently for an APC government. So many persons are confused. We have politicians in the House, and of course, who will be doing justice to this matter? Prince Odeyemi was former Deputy Publicity Secretary, National former Publicity Secretary of the PDP. He joins us virtually. Prince, good to see you again. Good morning, sir.
I'm happy to be with you this morning. Happy New Month.
Thank you, sir.
Even though that happened yesterday.
All right. And of course, the Director General, the Heritage Center, and a Public Affairs Analyst and politician, Dr. Katch Onanuju, joins us as well. Doctor, good morning.
Thank you very much. I'm happy to be here.
All right, let's start. And with the Minister Wike saying, bringing back Peter Obi will destroy the PDP. And he stated his reasons as well. Which of the PDP are you talking about? Is it not the same PDP that you have condemned over and over? What is he looking for? In fact, let me state part of what he said. To what? Bringing Obi to where? You want to kill the party? Obi that was abusing the party, saying it is rotten. So the party is now good enough for him. Ambition can make people even go to Satan's house. If you want to destroy this party, dare it. Bring Obi. There's no way we come back just because of ambition. No more ideology, no more principle. Here we are, President Odeyemi. Let me start with you. That is what Mr. Wike have said. The strong man of your party saying, bring Obi and kill the party.
Yeah, thank you very much for the question. And I just want to say that Minister Nyesom Wike is one of the stakeholders and national leader of PDP. And speaking about Obi as a politician, I want to believe that he has stated his mind and his personal opinion. I want to believe that political parties are, an entity that consists of two doors, the entrance and the exits, where people can come in at any time and leave at any time. Even though that is another aspect of our own democracy, which I personally will not subscribe to. That is people sleeping overnight as PDP member today and waking up to say, yes, I've decided overnight to join APC or ADC. I'm not too sure that grows our democracy, but that's another aspect entirely. What I'm saying in essence is the people who are rooting for Obi have their reasons, and I'm sure the party will not shut a door against Obi if he decides to join. But joining does not mean that he will automatically become the presidential candidate of the party. And if Nyesom Wike is part of the people that will decide with his supporters who becomes the presidential candidate, he has stated his own, he has sent a strong signal to his supporters, he has spoken his mind, and Wike is not somebody that will say something and change it. But that does not mean that other people in PDP who wants Obi will not say yes, Obi should come in. Politics is like calculation. It's about strategy. It's about thinking ahead. The people who want to bring Obi, there will be this argument that is it that in PDP you don't have competent candidates you can present to represent you as a presidential candidate, that we are not bringing in Obi. And people who are bringing in Obi will continue to say, yes, Obi has 6 million votes in the last election. And the 6 million votes are still there, or will even increase if you present Obi. These are hypotheses. Up to now, Obi has not said anything. He has not said he is going to join PDP. Neither has former President Jonathan declared his intention to contest the presidential election. So I want to say that all these are hypotheses. All these are calculations. Maybe we'll be able to diagnose each and every one of them if eventually they decide to join PDP and signify their intention to be the candidates.
All right, Prince. I'll come back to you shortly, but let me quickly go to Dr. Onanuju. Dr. Onanuju, are you still with us?
Yes, I'm with you.
All right. Dr. Onanuju, looking at the statement coming from someone like Nyesom Wike saying that why should the PDP go for Peter Obi? That does it mean the party does not have ideologies? How do you judge that statement coming from Nyesom Wike? Wike talking about ideology. What is his own, you know, some political watchers will say, what does he stand for as a person? Here is someone who is a member of the PDP and working openly for the APC, talking about ideology. So some political watchers will say, what's he really talking about? What ideology is it? So the question is, Dr. Onanuju, is he in the right position? Is Wike in any position to judge people trying to bring in Peter Obi into the PDP?
No. Wike doesn't have the character to recommend anything to the PDP. Wike's anger, it's a different thing. I and Wike, we were angry that PDP suffered the Atiku Abubakar conundrum. I and Obi and doing Nukukwe, we didn't start doing what Wike did. We left the party. We started the youth movement. We went to the Labour Party. They gave us a platform and we marketed Obi. And in marketing Obi, we proved to the country that we could organize in 8 months what nobody thought was possible. We, along that line, built the Obedient Movement, a youth-based organization that was organic on its own. I served as a founding leader of it. I served as special advisor to Peter Obi on public affairs. And we were reached out to by the party. They were impressed at what we have done. Other Nigerians called and told us they were very, very impressed with what we achieved. And they said, what can we do? How do we work together? And we said, our problem remains the same. We left because you refused to zone. But because you refused to zone, Wike chose now to do his own thing, which the whole of the country have seen. So if finally the party has agreed to zone to the south, and they are seeking for ways to make peace, they've reached out to me, they've reached out to Peter Obi, and we said, okay, continue cleaning up your house, because we know if you go to the market to buy chicken or buy a goat, there are things you must remove from inside it before the meat can be whole for consumption. And that's what the PDP is doing. So Wike's words are inconsequential. Wike does not come from Peter Obi's word. That's where Peter Obi will join from. When Peter left, he wrote a letter to his ward chieftain. And so if he's coming back to the party, he will go back to his ward, rejoin the party, go back to the state, inform them that the ward has taken him in. He comes back to Abuja. Wike has no contributions whatsoever. All he can do are the things that we have seen him do. And we now know he is a threat to our democracy. So it is not about Peter Obi. It's got nothing to do about the PDP. It's about our democracy having a viral and credible opposition. Giving the democracy a credible opposition helps all of us, because, as the saying goes, a rising tide lifts all boats. So Wike's words are inconsequential and don't mean nothing in regards to what we will do if we decide to come back to the party that we left, because the party got hijacked by Atiku Abubakar and his people. And so now that Atiku has been pushed out of the party because the party zoned to the south, Atiku's words are only me. He only thinks of himself, not about the party, not about the country. Wherever you see him sit, it's about him. So now that the thing has been zoned to the south, he's not interested in anything about the Southerner or about Nigeria, unless it's about him. So let us not take Wike's word seriously. Wike is nothing. If we come there and we work to fix the party, we will be working to fix some of the crises Wike has set off in Cross River State, in River State, and in Edo State using Diran Obi. We are aware of where the oil from Wike's hands have smeared, and we have the ability to clean these things up. So what you're going to ask now, do we have enough time in 2 years to clean off the oils that Wike's hand has smeared on these places like Cross River State, River State, and Edo State? Yes, we can do it. The problem the PDP has had is a human problem. When the PDP fell for the Atiku scam, and then it forgot that it should actually include Nigeria's diversity in the governance systems. And when they refused to zone, as they zoned to the north in 2019, we asked, you now have to zone to the south, since the presidential pendulum has been in the north for 8 years. You know, zone now to the south, and they refused. The NWC got compromised, and we left. We didn't start beating the PDP, trying to undermine it the way the Wike is. We simply sought a platform for the Labour Party. We now marketed Peter Obi there. But you see what we've done. We have actually shown something that is always advised by our parents. If you suffer rejection, don't be daunted by that rejection. Use it as a kind of fillip to actually surge yourself, to create something new, to create a better you. And that's what we did. We created a better us by building a movement that the youth organically plugged on. So if we come back to the PDP, we want to use that movement to help the PDP. And that's where all these arguments are going. It is those who you see that don't trust to allow that inclusion that are making all these noises that we believe are not sustainable.
All right, Dr. Onanuju. Prince Odeyemi, I'd like to throw this question at you. Prince, are you still with us?
I'm here, I'm listening. I'm here.
All right, Prince, you're a member of the PDP, and you said it here even just a few minutes ago that Wike is a respected member of your party, but what he has said is his own opinion. Now, the question is this. Nigerians are watching the actions of Wike. Here is someone who's in your party and is openly working for the APC. Prince, just look at what happened in Rivers State over the weekend, the local government elections, where Wike openly worked for the APC, and the APC won 20 local government seats. Nigerians are concerned. What actually is happening, Prince? Why is it that you still have someone like Nyesom Wike in your party, and your party is not doing anything about it? And some political watchers are saying he's clearly sabotaging your party, but nothing is being done. Some of you are even eulogizing him for his actions. What exactly is going on? Why is Wike seemingly out of control and your party is helpless? You can't do anything about him.
I want to believe, but I want to put it to you that personally you that is asking this question, you have your issues or you have your concern about Wike. I'm saying this because this is not the first time you're asking me this question about Wike. And I've answered you severally. I want to believe that as a journalist, you should watch Wike's live broadcast yesterday, the interview he did. I'm sure you watched it. And he did explain his role in Rivers State local government election, which all Nigerians got, the right information through that. Now, if you are saying that APC won 20 out of
23. Yes.
Out of
23, PDP won 3.
Out of 23.
Yes.
Wike said it expressly to Nigerians that what he did is just to be concerned with his own local government, and he does not have any business with any other local government. You see, you can never understand the politics as a journalist, and I'm sure you know the politics. It's only that you to analyze it or to bring it out correctly. It's not known to you because you are not part of one, you are not part of us. the politics in River State is like abracadabra. The more you look, the
sorry to cut in. Hold on, Prince Odeyemi. So are you saying, because I'm a journalist, I'm telling you the concerns of Nigerians and political workers. Prince Odeyemi, are you saying that Wike is not working against your party by his actions that people are saying? That's the point. Because I'm not the one saying it. I'm talking about the
point I want you to take away from this is the only way to recognize a member of a party is through his identification with the party. That is, if you register with the party at the local level or at the ward level as an individual. And that is the position of Wike right now. Wike is a member of PDP. Whether you like it or not.
Of course, we know. No one is arguing that. We know.
Oh, so what is the argument? What is the question?
So the argument is that...
The question you're asking is...
That are you not concerned?
Perceive him to be working. You perceive him to be working for APC.
Yes, that's the question.
And the question I'm asking you is, in what way is he working for APC? In what way? Here is somebody who said, yes, I took up the ministerial position having gotten permission from PDP, right from the world level up to the national level. So how do you now crucify him for working for APC because he's a minister?
Okay, so Prince Odeyemi,
declaration, I'm coming.
Yeah, no, I just want to, because of time, I just want to quote you. So you are saying that Nigerians should not be concerned that Wike is working in the best interest of the PDP or party. That's what you're saying.
That is your assumption. If we in PDP feels that he's working against the party will take the...
Yes, that's what I'm saying. That for you believe he's working, Wike is working in the best interest of the PDP. That's the point I'm trying to clear.
Wike is a member of PDP, he's working for PDP, he's not working against PDP.
All right. Now, Prince Odeyemi, I will come back to you, but let me go to Dr. Katch. Now, you have, in your introductions, you are dismissive in your approach to Minister Wike's political prowess and all of those things. You say it doesn't matter if it's Peter Obi's will and those of you that are with him to come back to the PDP, he can't do nothing. But I would like to ask, but maybe we'll start from there after this break, that Wike's disposition, he has said some things to say which PDP is Peter Obi coming back to. That Peter Obi said is rotten, is a bad party, and all of those things. And many persons who voted for Peter Obi, especially the obedience, feels you don't have to do, and with this platform and all of those people, the bad politicians, stay with us, stay for us, and that's why the obedient movement, among many of that, is got bigger. Now, if there are conversations about bringing him back to the PDP, so how will that make Peter Obi to be different from other politicians that the obedience really abhor in the 2023 election and all of those things? But we have a break right now. We'll start from there. That will be after now. Stay with us. All right, thank you for staying with us. We're looking into the conversation as far as 2027 is concerned. Aspirants that are going to be candidates, needing big platforms, many of them are speaking up, and there are calculations, alignment and realignments. The latest is what Minister Wike of the PDP, working for an APC government, has said about former PDP member as well, and a former presidential candidate of the Labour Party in the last general elections, Peter Obi, saying what is he looking for. I'll allow you to take a look, an excerpt of where Minister Wike spoke about the matter.
Bringing Obi to where? Obi to where? You want to kill the party the more? Obi that, you see, if somebody don't have characters, Obi that was abusing the party, that the party is rotten, is this. So the party is good enough for you to come and run for, is it these people ambition. can make you even go to Satan's house.
Minister,
don't excuse me. Don't rush. You ask question. So, Obi is not anybody who says so, like Bala said, I had him say. And that is Bala's opinion. He's entitled to his opinion. But if you want to destroy the party, dare it. If you want to destroy this party, dare to bring Obi. Let even Obi come. There's nowhere you will go because of ambition. Can't do the principle because you're looking for president. Anybody that if he has not available, this doesn't cost me. This doesn't cost me. So no more ideology, no longer principle.
Right, in the words of Minister Wike, where is the principle? The same party he left, the same party he has condemned in the past, the same party that has called rotting, and is the one that he and his supporters are muting the ideas of coming back to. Where is the principle really? Does Obi, in fact, the big question is, does Obi need a PDP platform to prove himself again as a person that needs and is worth being voted for? Dr. Katch, I'd like you to answer that question. Really, what is Obi looking for again in the PDP? And where's the principle? And does he need the PDP to prove his mettle again? Dr. Katch.
Yes, Nigeria is a representative democracy, and the PDP has representations in every nook and cranny of Nigeria. Nigeria needs penetration into every nook and cranny of its vast local governments. The PDP has such a platform. I speak from experience. We ran the election on the Labour Party. What Labour Party didn't have was this particular nook and cranny penetrations. I saw a lot of very, very emotionally charged and committed, followers of what we were doing, but there were challenges that we had. Now, if Peter could gain 6 million plus votes with no party that had any platform, with no party that had any structure, imagine what will happen if those 6 million votes are now added to a political party that has structure, that has spread, that has this kind of organizational strength in all local governments spread across Nigeria.
So what does that say about his character? What does that say about his character?
I'm talking from experience.
What does that say about his character and principle?
Exactly.
Well, the principle is very simple. He got angry with the party when we found out the party was not going to give Peter Obi any chance. The governor said that whoever will be chosen by Atiku must be one of them. And Peter Obi wasn't one of them, but Peter Obi was the most popular politician we had. And they said the only person that could be VP would be one of them. So we now went with that word of rejection. First, in the north, I was told by Dokwesi, Roman Dokwesi, that the mosque were saying that nobody should vote for anybody from the east. Same Wike told me, what do we even worry about this east? Let us deny our Igbo-ness. That is character. Look at him. Then he suddenly got into the acrobatics of denying his Igbo heritage. As I'm talking to you today, his mentor, Senator Mbata, from his community, is President General for Hanez Ndigbo. And he started denying his Igbo heritage, thinking that could gain him acceptance in the north. I told him the Fulani simply do not want to share Nigeria with us, because also in the APC, they were doing the same. After Buhari's 8 years, not allowing anybody from the south to contest. Remember, they brought Ahmed Lawal. Tinubu simply used money, could they like, to induce them, and they gave him the ticket. And of course, he also bought the presidency, like he confessed, from them. But in the PDP, we didn't have such capacities. What we did, we left and we went to run. And by running, we proved that we could build a brand new, super duper organization and movement in 8 months. And that's what the PDP is interested in. The PDP thinks that if we come back, that the obedient movement and the followership we have can be added to the enthusiasm of PDP members who are right now there. So Peter is not coming just to come and join the PDP. No, Peter is bringing with him the obedient movement. Nobody has that. Wike doesn't have it. Neither does Atiku have it. So what has Wike arranged? Peter defeated Wike in Rivers State with the obedient movement. So what was he talking to? You're talking about bringing character, a superior platform, a popular politician in Africa, and that's what the PDP wants. So let him come together with all those his followers, and that's what the PDP wants. So Wike is inconsequential in such considerations. All we have said, yes, the mess Wike has caused, we believe it can be fixed if the PDP works together, and that's what it is. What you see now in PDP is exact playback of a true human situation. If you close your eyes, your house will go bad. But if you wake up and unite and say you can fix your house, of course you can fix it. Nothing in humanity's history is impossible if humanity wants to put its mind together and say, let us fix this thing. And if we say we're going to fix the PDP, my dear brother, we can fix it.
All right.
PDP, even though as comatose as it is formidable if it is fixed. And that's why I told you at the beginning, if you go to the market to buy a chicken or you buy a goat, before you consume it, there are things you must remove from it to make it whole and safe for human consumption. And I believe if we decide to embrace the PDP, we have time. If we could do what we did with only 8 months to the last election, 2 years is good enough time for us to do a lot of things and do the negotiations that we intend to actually negotiate with people, because you need to also unite the opposition. Don't forget this. You cannot go into election with a fractured opposition.
All right, Dr. Onanuju, let me go over to you, Prince Odeyemi. Prince Odeyemi, yes. You said it here, you've reiterated the importance of Nyesom Wike to your party. Arguably, of course, he's the strongest man in your party. But this question, Prince, requires your critical judgment. And I really appreciate, just for the sake of this question, for you to just step back a little bit and pretend as if you're not a member of the party and look at it with the eye of an outsider, just to avoid being sentimental. Now, here's the fact, Prince Odeyemi. If Wike, in his position now, he has made his position clear that he doesn't want Peter Obi back in the PDP, that Peter Obi will destroy the PDP, and Peter Obi has his own supporters. So the question is, let's look at it hypothetically now. If Nyesom Wike succeeds in blocking Peter Obi from coming back to the party, and he does the same thing, to Jonathan, if Jonathan too does not come back to the party, now we'll be left with someone in your party who has already shown interest, and that's talking about the person of Seyi Makinde. Now, a lot of political analysts have said it. This has been in the open, in the public for a couple of weeks now, that what Wike is doing is simply paving the way for President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, who is an APC candidate. He has said this openly, so this is not an allegation. Nyesom Wike has said that he will work for President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, who will be the presidential candidate of the APC in 2027. So political analysts have said that what he's doing, that everything Nyesom Wike is doing right now is just to pave the way for President Bola Ahmed Tinubu for 2027. So the question is, if he succeeds in blocking Peter Obi and also Jonathan from coming back to the PDP, just so here we have Tinubu re-elected, my question is, does someone like Seyi Makinde in PDP, does he stand any chance against President Bola Ahmed Tinubu in 2027?
Yes, I want us to choose these words carefully. Wike has not said he's blocking Obi from coming to PDP.
I said hypothetically. No. Prince Odeyemi, Prince Odeyemi, I said in my question, I said hypothetically. So I'm trying to paint a hypothetical scenario here. Don't get me wrong.
When you say things like that, it's like you are sending a wrong signal.
No, not signal. It's
something that has not happened. And he has not said he's going to block him. So let us get something clear.
He said he doesn't want him.
From the beginning of this conversation. He has not even said he doesn't want Obi to come. What he said is, Obi will bring problem to PDP.
It is the same thing. He's not supporting
it's not the same. It's not the same. I'm coming. It's not the same. It's like warning the party in his usual character. If you do this, this is what you are going to get. And we are already getting it from this conversation this morning. My brother who is talking from the side of Obi has made it expressly clear as if PDP is a rotten political party. It is only when they come in there that they can sanitize the party and make it electable.
So, Prince, that's what I'm saying. Let's assume.
My brother said.
Yeah.
Hello.
Prince, yes. Prince, I'm just saying. So, let's assume Peter Obi does not come. Okay, what if on his own? Let's assume he doesn't come to the PDP. I just want you to address my question. That if he doesn't come to the PDP, does Seyi Makinde stand any chance against President Bola Ahmed Tinubu in 2027? That's the question.
So why don't we leave hypothetical questions alone? Why don't we deal
because
with
this is Prince, because this is politics.
You are saying if Obi does not come,
yes,
the people who are with Obi are saying they are coming. Do you understand? Do you understand what I'm trying to say now?
I understand. Yeah, but you're not addressing my question.
What are the chances of Seyi Makinde? I can answer it in a simple way. Seyi Makinde will be part of the people that will signify their intention that they are interested in contesting the presidential election or primaries in PDP. So all of them can come. Let all of them come.
So Nigerians, the fact is,
saying that the coming of you are even underrating Seyi stylishly by saying.
No, I'm asking you a question. It's a question.
It's a question that doesn't. Seyi Makinde is not qualified enough to confront President Tinubu.
I'm saying what are his chances? Yes, I said what are his chances. I didn't state anything about it. I said what are his chances against him, against President Bola Ahmed Tinubu?
The chances are with the way alongside other people that comes to PDP to contest the primary election with him. So it's when the party presents a candidate that you can now start assessing them alongside the present president. Until then, whoever comes in now and signifies their intention that they want to be the presidential candidate of PDP will still subject themselves to the primary election within PDP, internal democracy.
Yeah, so
if you are talking of chances, it's like jumping the gun. Let us have the candidate first.
Yes.
Let all these aspirants signify their intention first. You cannot even rule out the possibility of Atiku saying yes, he wants to come back. Just like what Obi is doing now.
No, PDP has zoned it. No, your party has zoned it to the south. PDP has zoned to the south, so that's no longer a question. PDP has zoned it to the south.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. It has zoned to the south. Anybody in the south can still come. Nobody has blocked Obi. All that they are saying is the coming of Obi will bring problem to PDP, and I'm saying to you that with the comments coming from people who are representing Obi now, they are already coming with a problem with the mindset that there are some people in PDP that needed to be eliminated or to be thrown out so that they can have the chance. If you are talking of sanitizing PDP, if you are talking of removing some things inside the chicken before it becomes table, it's like PDP is not good. So when you come to a party you regard as if it doesn't have that moral or credibility to win the presidential election.
No,
is it only through Obi that PDP can win the election in Nigeria?
Prince Odeyemi, please don't get me wrong.
Yes.
This is politics, okay? And I'm just relaying the view of political watchers. So you are saying that political analysts are wrong by saying that Nyesom Wike is simply doing all this to pave the way for Tinubu, who he has declared support for. That is the question. That's the bottom line.
Okay. What I'm now telling you is, Wike is an individual and a leader in PDP.
Absolutely.
He doesn't hold PDP. He has his voice as an individual, and he has expressed that voice. Wike is not speaking for PDP. PDP is an entity. PDP is on its own. PDP has not said, we as PDP, we are working for Tinubu. So why not wait until the party goes through its primary election, able to select a candidate? Then you can now say, yes, the party is working in terms of Wike's reference with President Tinubu. It's a wrong assumption to say PDP is working for Tinubu. No, Wike is working for PDP for Tinubu. Agreed. But the party is bigger than Wike. Let us wait until we are able to do that primary election and select our candidate. Let us see. You can't even believe that Wike will not even change his mind to say now that you have a candidate from the south, we prefer candidate. Yes, I'm changing my mind. 24 hours is a long time in politics. And don't believe whatever comes out of any politician at any particular, because whatever they do, whatever they say is according to what happens to them at that particular moment. And that's exactly why the likes of Atiku and Obi left the party. If you think the party offends you leave, that's your own.
You landed on a very important but quite humorous, because you said, never believe whatever politicians say. You only say it part time, but we want, you're a politician and we want to believe you. So whatever you are saying this morning, can we believe it?
I am saying my mind that Odeyemi have my name. Wike has said his own, he has his name.
All right, I just want to.
I have not said I'm supporting Tinubu as an individual.
I understand. Now, I'll take it in a different angle, but from where Daniel, my colleague, put it, to say 3 months ago, and we have videos all over the place where Minister Wike said he will not only work for Asiwaju in 2027, he will lead the campaigns. I've seen it. Said he will lead the campaigns for Asiwaju. Yesterday, he still said it, that Asiwaju will win in that same interview in 2027. Now, 2 questions is, if he has made his pact, if he's ready to superintend Asiwaju's course in 2027, 3 months ago, he reiterated the same point yesterday. So what is Wike's stake in PDP? PDP is an opposition party. He has said 2027, God spare his life and ours as well. This is what he's going to do. Yesterday, he's still saying this is what he's going to do. Yet he's bothered about another politician coming into that party. What is this? And you are saying we should wait till 2027 because politicians can change their mind. And people are saying Wike is here to pave the way for Asiwaju and destroy every tendency. That's number one. Number 2, and these are verifiable facts. This is not assumption. This is not even a hypothesis. Number 2, the Osun State caucus led by your governor, our governor in Osun State, Asiwaju Ademola Adeleke, has said 2027 he and the Osun State caucus will work for President Tinubu in 2027. And I believe you are part and chieftain of the Osun State caucus as well. So many persons might put it to you today to say, President Odeyemi, you, Wike, the Osun caucus, everybody is working for Asiwaju, and you have your plans mapped out for you. Would that be wrong?
I've just said it. That politics is not mathematics where 2 + 2 equals 4.
No, this is based on what everybody has said.
But when I asked the question, you made it look like mathematics, Prince.
Please go ahead, sir. Go ahead.
Allow me to learn.
Yes, please go ahead.
The way and manner we play our politics is not something that is so open and clear to non-members. The strategy, the statements, the actions can only be verified only when it reaches the conclusion. Okay. Preparatory towards anything, politicians can do anything and they can say anything to get anything. Give it to me that I'm a journalist.
You are.
Give it to me that I'm now in politics. There are certain things in politics that are so hidden, that are so strategical, that you cannot understand it if you are not within. Wike that is saying is going to support the president. Governor Ademola Adeleke and PDP in Osun that are saying they are going to support the president. I can tell you, we are all talking politics. We are all playing our politics. You are doing your own as a journalist. You cannot understand the reasons until it happens. So wait until after everything. By the time the PDP in Osun State said they were going to support Asiwaju, the PDP has not zoned the presidential candidacy to the south. That's just one. Now that it has been zoned, you never can say what is going to happen in PDP in Osun. And don't forget, let me give you a clue.
Yeah.
We in Osun have an isolated election in which the whole Nigerians will just hold their hands and look at us, whatever happens. Who in Nigeria is coming to our aids when it comes to election time? Who? And just like I said, we will do everything that is possible.
All right.
Within the ambit of the law.
Yeah. Within
the political realm.
All right.
To ensure that we back it up with our personal achievement in Osun State to ensure that Asiwaju.
All right. Let me go to Dr.
Demola Adeleke wins the second term.
All right. We'll go to Dr. Katch now. We are due for a break, but I will take your Dr. Katch. Of course, you have been following, and watchers this morning and those who watch later will say they understand your position. You need a bigger platform. If Peter Obi could do 6.1 million in 2023 in less than a year, if you have a bigger platform like the PDP, you will do much more. But it still raises the question of character, because when I mean we journalists spoke, and we are the mirror of the society on the street who voted for Obi because they saw him as the lesser of all the evils, and they don't want anything to do with some of these former hold warriors. Now you are saying you are still going to go back there because you need a bigger platform. So how is Obi different from the hold war horse that many of his followers don't like?
Obi is a proven character. Obi, it's a man that the population across our country know. Obi has his records from the days as a governor. He also has his records in campaigning to Nigerians, and what he has done that has endeared him to the general population of our society. So Obi, it's a man whose character can be ascertained. Now, you're talking about using platform. We didn't want to kill ourselves when the abracadabra occurred in the PDP. We left and used our character to start a brand new movement with 8 months to election. It is that character that we sold to the people that made them embrace us in 8 months to election. I'm now telling you, if that same character could now sustain on a larger platform like the PDP, that we will do more. Don't talk about jumping from one platform to the other. If you drove to Kano on a very small machine and you got to Kano in maybe say 16 hours, you want to go faster, you go probably on a bigger machine, and that bigger machine we think is the PDP. If we have it, which we are bona fide members, I have remained a member of the PDP, I have never joined the Labour Party, though what I did was, as a founding leader of the obedient movement, I stayed with the movement, and that was why we were able to differentiate the obedient movement from the Labour Party. What we are bringing back to the PDP, if we decide to come, is the obedient movement. Nobody has it in Nigeria, and I can tell you that. These are all politicians just talking to themselves, playing survivor game, as you've seen in most states. We have a movement, and we are telling people we are willing to anchor that movement with whoever that we choose to work with as a platform. If that platform is the PDP, we will bring our movement to the PDP.
I'm afraid,
and we,
Dr. Katch,
have already done a lot of work.
Sorry, you are making it sound like the PDP doesn't have a choice. Like you are coming and you are coming and you are bringing a movement and they must take it and you are ready to fire.
We're not saying that. I'm only telling you that should we decide to come, this is what we come with.
Okay.
The reasons why you hear everybody discussing Peter Obi is because Peter Obi has something that is desired by all political parties. A platform that he built that everybody now wants to be associated with that platform.
All right.
You hear the reasons why the ADC didn't pick up was because we now looked at it, we said no. The foundational problem we had in the PDP was that of zoning. If the ADC will zone, we won't join. And that's why you saw the ADC has ended up as an audio platform. So if we're going to take the obedient movement to the PDP, you know what that means. It will reinvigorate not only the opposition PDP, but also our democracy.
All right,
we are
Doctor.
thinking about strengthening the opposition in our democracy. That's the key. We are thinking about strengthening the opposition in Nigeria's democracy.
Point made, Dr. Onanuju.
The key. No one else brings such clouds.
All right, Dr. Onanuju, you've made your point very clearly. Let me quickly come back to you, Prince Odeyemi. Prince,
yes.
I'd like to take you up on your statements on the program this morning. You've made 3 categorical statements, and I'd like to take you up on that and just show you some of the inconsistencies in what you've said here this morning. First, you said, okay, we're due for a break now. When we return, I'll take you up on those points. Please stay with us.
It's okay. It's okay.